Hello, and welcome to Cretus Academy. This webinar will explore the Cretus Urethane Polymer Concrete product line, or UPC. It will give you the information necessary to choose the perfect UPC coating for your needs, how to plan, prep, and apply the coating, as well as how to access this information on our website. We begin at cretus.com. Under the Products dropdown, you will find the Urethane Polymer Concrete and Urethane Polymer Concrete UV, which is our ultraviolet stable line. Selecting Urethane Polymer Concrete, this will take you to the home page for UPC. Here you will find links to the product guide, technical data sheet, color chart, and general overview. A list of links for additional documentation, including project planning and safety data sheets. A visual list of advantages, and a smaller image of the color chart. Going back to the homepage and selecting Urethane Polymer Concrete UV, you will find an additional homepage with links to the documentation for our UPC UV line. It is important to note that our UPC and UPC UV have two separate product guides, technical data sheets, and general overviews, but the same color chart. Urethane Polymer Concrete is a low-odor, 100% solids, 3-component system with mix and match versatility. Designed to withstand hot and cold industrial pressure washing, high abrasion, extreme temperatures, and aggressive chemical and thermal attacks. There are Part A's, Part B's, and Part C's. Comparing UPC and UPC UV. UPC is a 3-component product. UPC UV is a 4-component product. UPC can be moisture blocking in prime and base coats. UPC UV is ultraviolet blocking in base and top coats. UPC has chemical resistance. UPC UV has adjustable working and cure times based on the amount of accelerant added. Starting with UPC and taking a look at the product guide. On page 1 of the product guide, you will find the description of UPC, as well as system applications, advantages, limitations, and the finish. It can be applied in systems as a primer, in cold storage down to -40 degrees Fahrenheit, seamless moisture mitigation, slurry, mortar, and decorative coats, and in projects including industrial, commercial, and residential. Some advantages to UPC are high traffic tolerance, adhesion to multiple substances, low shine, moisture vapor, chemical, impact and scratch resistance, waterproofing, antimicrobial, and thermal shock. Some of the limitations are ambering in top coats and outgassing in prime coats. UPC's baseline finish will be matte. However, sand aggregates and anti-slip additives can affect texture. Color and decorative finishes are also available. Page 2 contains the UPC product data charts for Part A's, Part B's, and Part C's. Before we go any further, we need to discuss the different types of UPCs, their abbreviations, and their application uses. For products available in buckets, these abbreviations are located in the product name on the identifier label, starting with RC. RC stands for roll coat. VC stands for vertical coat. For products available in bags, the names are printed and selected on the front. SL is self-leveler. MF is medium fill self-leveler. TT means tight trowel. And WC is wall cove. The combinations are found on all 3-component buckets. However, on the Part B bucket, there will also be either an EZ, AP, or FC. More on these later. For steps 1 through 3, pick products with the same 2-letter combination in the product name. Example, if you choose MF for Part C, your options for Part B are SLMF-EZ, SLMF-AP, or SLMF-FC. The only Part A that is a match will be SLMF Part A. First, you choose your Part C. This is based on the type of application you need. Chart 1 is a list of our Part Cs. It has columns for application, mix ratio, moisture vapor emission rate, and relative humidity. It is important to note that each application has a different mix ratio, and the spread rate per kit changes for each application thickness. RC has a 5 to 30 mil thickness, and the mix ratio is 6 pounds of A, 6 pounds of B, and 6 pounds of C. SL at 1/8 to 1/4 inch is 8 pounds, 8 pounds, 25 pounds. MF, also at 1/8 to 1/4 inch, is 8 pounds, 8 pounds, and 40 pounds. TT can be from 1/4 inch to 4 inches thick and is 6 pounds, 6 pounds, 42 pounds. WC can be from 1 inch to 10 inches high and is 3 pounds, 3 pounds, 30 pounds. And VC at 3 to 8 mils is 3 pounds, 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds. Make sure to pay close attention to the mix ratio. After you have chosen your part C, either RC, SL, MF, TT, VC, or WC, you then find the corresponding product in Chart 2. Chart 2 is our Part B's. Part B is based on temperature and humidity, job site timelines, and applicator skill level. Chart 2 has the columns for description, skill level, application temperature, and times for working, recoat, return to service, and full cure. As we explained earlier, there are 3 groups of Part B's: EZ, AP, and FC. EZs are our easiest to apply. They have a long working time and are for beginner installers and applications at high temperatures and humidity. EZ is good for those in states like Texas, Florida, Georgia, North and South Carolina, and anywhere else with humidity in the summer months. AP is our average working and cure times. It is for experienced installers and at low to mid temperatures and humidity. AP is good for those in states like California, Missouri, Pennsylvania, and the Pacific Northwest in the summertime. FC, which is our fast cure, is for expert installers and at low to mid temperatures and low humidity. FC is popular for those in colder states like Colorado, New England, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Chart 3 is our Part A's. Choose the Part A with the same 2-letter combination as Part C. For example, if you choose UPC-RC Part C, select UPC-RC-TT Part A. Taking a closer look at the Part C's, RC roll coat is installed at 5 to 30 mils with a squeegee and a 3/8 inch non-shed nap roller. Make sure to use the right squeegee for your desired thickness. A loop roller can be used for applications from 25 to 30 mils. SL, our self-leveler, and MF, our medium fill self-leveler, are installed at 1/8 to 1/4 inch. A 1/2 inch V-notch squeegee and a loop or spiked roller should be used for 1/8 inch applications. Only a gauge rake and spiked roller should be used for 1/8 to 1/4 inch thicknesses. TT is our tight trowel and can be installed from 1/4 up to 4 inches thick. It is spread and smoothed by hand with a trowel. VC is rolled vertically onto walls from 3 to 8 mils thick with a 3/8 inch non-shed nap roller. WC or wall cove can be installed from 1 inch up to 10 inches with a 1 inch radius cove trowel. Moving on to UPC colorant. At the top of the page are labeled color cards with all of the color options we offer for UPC. They are available in 4-ounce color packs and 1-gallon buckets. UPCs are not available in pre-pigmented buckets unless specially ordered through Jon-Don. At the bottom of the page we have instructions for mixing application. The steps for mixing a standard UPC kit are: in a 5-gallon bucket, mix Part A and colorant for 15 seconds. Continue to mix and slowly add Part B. Mix for 30 seconds. Continue to mix and slowly add Part C. Mix for 2 minutes. There are also tips for ensuring uniform color. For example, on the left is a 4-ounce UPC mustard color pack. It will be added to 1 bucket of UPC Part A to pigment each of our standard UPC kits. On the right is a 1-gallon bucket of UPC mustard colorant. Use the same mix ratio, 4 ounces, in each standard UPC kit. Remember, the kit sizes can be different. However, the colorant is always 4 ounces per kit. Check batch numbers on product labels. Products that have the same batch number are from the same mixture or batch. It is best to use products with matching batch numbers because gloss or color can vary from batch to batch, and the difference may not be visible until the product hardens. Here is a visual aid we've created for UPC, illustrating the steps in choosing the correct products for your needs, and making it a little bit easier to see them all at once. First, you choose your Part C. You'll notice that the Part C products are paired together. These products are paired together because they require the same volume of Part A and Part B per standard kit. For SL and MF, it is 8 pounds and 8 pounds. For RC and TT, it is 6 pounds and 6 pounds. For WC and VC, it is 3 pounds and 3 pounds. Once again, start by choosing Part C based on your project needs. Then, select the matching Part B based on your experience, climate, and timeline. And then you will choose your corresponding Part A resin. If needed, you can then select any color offered on the color chart. Next, we take a look at the general overview. The general overview will explain how to install the different types of urethane polymer concrete. The applications within this document are intended for more experienced installers and troubleshooting. New and beginner installers should be using the system application directions and not the general overview. Page 1 of the general overview contains the mixing guide and mixing instructions for UPCs, as well as information on surface preparation, safety, and cleanup. The mixing guide reminds you to adhere to the mix ratios and lists the high RPM, high torque mixing drill and Jiffler double-bladed mixer that you'll need. For larger jobs, a Hippo mixer can be provided through your local Jon-Don store. It is important to note that the general mixing instructions for UPC-RC are different than the mixing instructions for the rest of our UPCs. As we've learned before, the standard mixing order for UPC is Part A, Part B, and Part C. However, UPC-RC mixes Part A and Part C first, and then we add our Part B. Colorant is added to Part A at the beginning of the process. Every other additive, like accelerant, anti-slip, quartz, or sand, will be added last after the Part C. Looking at the applications on page 2, 3, and 4. Across the top of the chart we have the application type, products required, standard kit mix ratio, methods and tools used, and coverage rate. The chart contains information for all UPC applications, including crack and joint repair, body or base coats with MF, SL, or TT, base and micro topping coats with RC, prime and maintenance coats with RC, as well as RC cap or top coats over broadcast and with anti-slip. Finally, vertical coat and wall cove body and prime coats. The chart at the bottom of page 4 is the aggregates and additives, their use, coverage rate, and mix ratio. Additives such as accelerant, colorant, and anti-slip. Aggregates such as quartz, industrial sand, and vinyl chips. Next, we take a look at the technical data sheets, or TDSs. There is a technical data sheet for each of the UPC 3-part combinations. Selecting UPC-RC AP. We are taken to the 5-page technical data sheet for this product. On page 1, we have a description of UPC-RC AP. Some advantages like low odor, low maintenance, and thermal shock resistance. Suggested uses and application areas, some limitations related to ambering and outgassing, compatible Cretus systems like one-coat UPC-RC, color chip, color quartz, color splash, and cove, finish, color, and components for a single and double kit. Pages 2 and 3 have info on storage and handling, safety, testing and warranty, surface preparation, ideal conditions like decreasing temperatures, not installing under direct sunlight, or if rain is in the forecast. Mixing and application information. The standard kit mix ratio for RCAP is 6 pounds, 6 pounds, 6 pounds by weight. You can add 4 ounces of colorant by volume. You can add 1 to 2 ounces of polyaccelerant by volume. At 70 degrees Fahrenheit, it decreases working time by 5 minutes and return to service time by 1 hour. We have the mixing directions and recommended application temperature, as well as working, recoat, return to service, and full cure times specific to temperatures. For example, a standard kit applied at 70 degrees Fahrenheit and 50% relative humidity has a working time of 20 minutes from mixing to cross-rolling, return to service time of 16 hours, and a full cure at 5 days. If accelerant is added, the working time drops to 15 minutes and return to service time to 15 hours. We have standard kit coverage rates and some of the properties of fully cured UPC coatings, like abrasion resistance, flame spread, oil absorption, and tensile strength. Page 4 has a list of chemicals the coating might encounter. Each one is assigned a number indicating its chemical and/or stain resistance. 1 is the best resistance, 2 is low potential for stain, 3 is high potential for stain, and NR is not recommended. Finally, we have the safety data sheets, or SDSs. For UPC, there is an SDS for each Part A, Part B, and Part C, the polyaccelerant, and the UPC colorant. Selecting our Part Cs, we are taken to the 7-page safety data sheet for Cretus UPC Part Cs. It is broken down into 16 sections. Section 2 identifies the hazards. It includes an emergency overview, the OSHA regulatory status, and hazard statements. Sections 4 and 5 are first aid and firefighting measures. 7 is handling and storage, and 13 is disposal considerations. Finally, Section 15 has the regulatory information for various states and countries. Make sure to review the safety data sheet for each Cretus product you purchase. A quick overview of what we learned about UPC. At its base, it is a 3-component product, with Part C being determined by the type of project. It can be used as a single coat moisture vapor barrier or as part of most Cretus coating systems. Thank you for watching this Cretus Academy presentation and for your interest in Cretus Group and our thoughtfully designed concrete coatings.